We've got a really custom stack of maritime updates for you today covering, well, global policy, safety, and some really cool sustainable growth stuff.
Yeah, it's a massive, mostly invisible industry, right?
Yeah.
And they are like simultaneously upgrading to this wild futuristic technology while totally scrambling to protect the actual humans running the ships.
Exactly. Because right now, I mean, there are these giant floating monoliths carrying billions in cargo through the Persian Gulf. But the most fragile part of all that isn't the steel. It's the seafarer stuck inside.
Yeah, and the industry is really waking up to that vulnerability. Like the Indian Register of Shipping just put out this stark reminder that the crews are the absolute core of shipping.
Right.
But they're operating under immense geopolitical and logistical pressure right now.
I mean, I look at them like the operating system of global trade. You crash that OS, and literally everything we buy, eat, or use just freezes.
Totally freezes. And that's why we're seeing the International Chamber of Shipping and the Transport Workers Federation actually having to engage Gulf states directly. They're trying to manage this escalating seafarer crisis.
Wow.
Yeah, and India's Ministry of Ports is actively monitoring vessels in the Persian Gulf just to keep operations from falling apart.
So, because of all this pressure, I saw welfare leaders are demanding something called digital welfare delivery. And I'm just picturing like throwing a Wi-Fi router on deck so they can watch Netflix. What does that actually look like for a sailor stuck out there?
Right. Well, it's way more than Netflix. Historically, crew welfare meant, a physical chaplain or a phone card during a port visit. But with ships forced into longer, riskier routes, that model is basically dead.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So digital delivery is about building secure 24/7 lifelines. We're talking telemedicine for trauma, encrypted channels to instantly report unsafe conditions back home, and continuous mental health monitoring. Plus, ports are enforcing stricter safety compliance starting April 10th.
Okay, so a big push for operational discipline. But, I mean, you can't protect that human operating system if they're just trapped idling outside a congested port for 3 weeks.
Exactly. Fixing the human element actually requires fixing the infrastructure bottlenecks on land first.
Right, which takes a massive amount of capital.
Oh, huge. Look at India's Union Minister Sarbananda Sonowal. He just approved a 132.51 crore rupee road over bridge at Deen Dal Port.
Oh, wow.
And that isn't just concrete, right? It's a desperate move to unjam physical logistics so cargo actually flows.
So that's the physical side. But then on the digital side, the International Maritime Organization is setting up this maritime single window at Tanzania's Dar es Salaam port.
Yes, they are.
And I have to be honest, when I read single window, my eyes kind of glazed over. It sounds like a really boring DMV upgrade. Like, prove to me why this is actually a revolutionary leap for global logistics.
Well, imagine a ship arriving and having to submit hundreds of identical paper
Hmm.
manifests, to customs, immigration, health, port authorities, all one by one.
Oh man, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. A single window forces all those silos to integrate digitally. It takes days of bureaucratic idling, which exhausts the crew and burns millions in overhead, and turns it into an automated simultaneous clearance process.
Okay, so we're seeing that data-first approach everywhere. Even India is using these new digital traceability reforms for their global seafood exports.
Right, exactly.
Instead of weeks of quarantine, they literally attach a digital passport to the catch the second it leaves the water. So buyers globally can instantly verify the origin. The data is literally accelerating the physical movement of the goods.
It really is. But clearing a port in hours instead of days creates a brand new problem.
Wait, really? What kind of problem?
While the ships themselves have to be sophisticated enough to match that hyper-efficient modern infrastructure.
Oh, I see. Which explains all the heavy international teamwork we're seeing to upgrade fleets.
Exactly. Like India and the Republic of Korea partnering under the Maritime Emirate called Vision 2047, specifically to boost advanced shipbuilding skills. And we're even seeing massive consolidation in commercial fleet management, like V Group taking over the LR2 tanker Lucknow. You basically need immense corporate scale to operate these highly regulated next-gen ships now.
So you can't just be a scrappy independent operator anymore.
Very tough to do that now.
Well, speaking of next gen, the wildest upgrade in our stack today is Japan demonstrating the world's first hydrogen-fueled large vessel engine.
Oh, that is wild. And what's crazy about it isn't just the zero emissions profile.
Wait, what else is it?
Think about it. We are taking these massive internal combustion engines, machines that have run on the dirtiest, thickest sludge on Earth for a century.
Yeah.
And we're re-engineering them to safely burn a highly volatile, completely invisible gas at a massive industrial scale.
That is incredible. It's almost like we're entering a modern age of sail. Like instead of catching the wind, we're engineering these huge ships to be powered cleanly by the raw elements again, just moving away from fossil fuels entirely.
It really is a total shift. The entire maritime industry is rapidly transforming from a purely industrial analog mechanism into a digitized, human-centric, green ecosystem.
Which is a great takeaway for you as you dive deeper into these updates, but it also leaves us with a pretty massive paradox to ponder.
Oh, what's that?
Well, if global shipping successfully transitions to these fully digitized ports, instantaneous logistics, and clean hydrogen engines, I mean, how long until we see fully autonomous, uncrewed cargo ships crossing the oceans?
That is the multi-billion-dollar question.